influence on the players.
There is still a never-ending stream of spectators trying desperately to get into the ground. But for those fortunate to have secured a place, entertainment is provided by the Soweto Girl Gymnasts. This young troupe, whose ages range between 6 and 10 years, are performing for the first time together. They have been part of a government scheme to help train young girl gymnasts from various schools over the past 2 years. These particular girls are the best selected from these schools. This is most certainly the biggest crowd they are likely to perform in front of, and they are appreciating every minute of it. For such a young and inexperienced troupe, their timing and rhythm is amazing. Well, there's certainly no sign of nerves, and they deserve all the encouragement they can get. Another first time around is the young school pipe band from Jeppe High in Johannesburg. This group has been together for only a few months, and it is their first public performance, and also the first time a white band has performed at Orlando Stadium. Escaping through the tight security cordon is an over-enthusiastic Pirates fan, keen to drum up vocal encouragement from the rest of the Pirates fans. And oh, he must have a lot of nerve parading his banner right through the heart of the Swallows supporters. While the pipe band troops off the field, they are watched in the wings by lovely Gwen Michaels, Miss Mainstay 1980. As the activity on the ground continues, high above the stadium is a spectacle very few fans will have witnessed before. It is the Mainstay team of skydivers, all Springboks who have competed in international competition. They are wearing special parachutes, guaranteed to direct the flyer to exactly his chosen landing spot. And with 60,000 people below them, they would certainly require that assurance. This is also the first time a team of skydivers have been used at such a sporting event. And finally, to precede the two teams coming onto the field, Miss Mainstay, with her ladies-in-waiting, will do a circuit of the stadium, displaying the coveted trophy.
Breaking away to the island, lured by the tropical sun. Deep in sensations, new revelations, once only dreamed of, and now they've begun. If you think about all your tomorrows and forget about your yesterday, there is so much to do waiting in front of you. Break away with Mainstay.
It is Pirates who are first out, led by Chairman Bobby McCressler. The Pirates fans greet their idols with a deafening sound of bugles, whistles, and war cries. Swallows are led by Captain Coach Shakes Mishaba, familiar with the famous Pirate sound, having played for the Bucks before moving to Swallows. With more people crammed into the stadium than ever before, it is naturally a nerve-wracking occasion for the players. As they make their way to the center spot, Maseko exchanges a few humorous words with Pirates fullback Oscar Dlamini, while the other players remain decidedly pensive. Considering the torrential rain we have had for the past week, the weather seems to have taken a turn for the better. Referee Ephraim Matsuani and officials will also be feeling nervous, as this is their first Mainstay Cup Final. General Manager of the NPSL, Cyril Querbis, introduces the Right Honourable P.L. Dlamini, Minister of Justice from Swaziland, and Mainstay Executive John Lapping to the officials. A nervous Makari of Pirates exchanges words with Ramosa and Dlamini, while Captain Andy Karazinski introduces the Minister and Sanfa President George Tabe to Phil Tseteri and Keith Broad, who has obviously said something much to the amusement of both the Minister and Tabe. Watching nervously in the wings is Johannes Big Boy Kolohani. The selection of the match officials has been a bone of contention to Big Daddy, who tried hard to have them removed, but without success. He has resigned himself to letting things take their natural course. Swallows players appear far more relaxed than their counterparts, and one wonders whether they have been psychologically conditioned. Big Daddy receives a word of encouragement from Minister Dlamini, much to the amusement of laughing, while Captain Shakes Mishaba introduces assistant coach and reserve goalkeeper John Terras. Alongside is the most unfortunate player on the field, Pinky Saketi, an important midfield link suspended through being sent off last week. Swallows players salute their faithful fans and know that victory will be their main priority. Swallows line-up for the final will be Moses Kayenza in goal, Norman Michaela number 2, Phil Fenter number 3, Simon Mahlangu number 4, Trot Maloto number 5, Shakes Mishaba number 6, Congo Malabani number 12, Fadem Posho number 10, Tornado Insebande number 9, Andris Maseka number 13, and Ace Manini number 11. Pirates lineup is somewhat confusing as Patson Banda seems to be absent. In goal, therefore, will be Johannes Shongwe, Peter Sello number 2, Oscar Dlamini number 3, Phil Tsetsedi number 4, Johannes Komane number 5. And oh, here comes Patson Banda. It would seem Pirates have pulled their own last-minute psychological trick on Swallows. It was rumored that Banda was injured, but as we can see, he is far from unwell, much to the joy of the Pirates fans. The rest of the lineup is Andy Karazinski number 6, Keith Broad number 7, Toy Ramoso number 8, Webster de Chaba number 9, Jomo Sono number 10, and Johannes Kolohani number 13. Referee Ephraim Matsuani checks his watch, and the 1980 Mainstay Cup Final is underway. The first 15 minutes of this match will be crucial, of course, as both these sides probe to find each other's weaknesses. Tsetsedi strongly into the tackle, and the ball runs loose for Dlamini. Dlamini, a long ball forward, but Mahlangu is there to head it away and into touch. Jomo Sono, the Black Prince, tries a little back heel, but he's fouled by Mishaba. Free kick, dangerous situation here. Sono on the dead ball. There's his kick, and a magnificent save by Moses Kayenza with Broad in contention. Kayenza tipping it over the bar and conceding a corner. But again, one can see how dangerous this man Sono is in the dead ball situation. We only have to remember the goal against Hellenic, and there he takes the corner himself, but straight into the arms of Kayenza. Maseko now for Maposho, but he dilly-dallies a little too long, and he's tackled. Phil Fenter tries to clear it. Does so, but only as far as Dichaba. Onto Kolohani. And Manini is back there to dispossess and turn it back to his goalkeeper, Kayenza. Kayenza playing in his second final, having appeared in the ill-fated 1978 final, but then for Chiefs, where inexperience or nerves saw him let through 2 simple goals. But his form has been altogether different for Swallows this year. Dichaba now. He sends it down the line, looking for Jomo Sono, and every time this man touches the ball, the crowd buzzes with anticipation, but he overplays it this time, and that expression tells it all. But Jomo Sono is certainly making his presence felt. Goal kick. Kayenza boots it across the halfway line, onto the head of Komani, and his clearance is picked up by Manini. Manini back in the side after an absence of 3 weeks because of injury, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes in the closing stages of this match. Kayenza anxiously shouting instructions to his defenders. The throw-in by Karazinski is cleared by Malotto. This could spell danger for Pirates as they've committed a lot of men up front, and there goes Tornado taking on Phil Tsetsedi, but the clearance comes from Komani. Banda anxiously shouting instructions. The ball cleared by Mishaba. Tsetsedi now for Karazinski and Komani, challenged by Maposho and Manini. Oh, and what a bad ball back by Karazinski into the middle of nowhere. Maseko pounces, shrugs off the challenge of Komani, and it's a goal! 1-0 to Swallows! But what a terrible back pass that was by Karazinski. The Swallows players are overjoyed, but Big Daddy seems surprisingly quiet. There it is now in slow motion. Maseko sees his chance and he takes it well. But is Maposho offside? Banda comes out to narrow the angle, but Maseko gives him no chance at all. 1-0 it is, and the lucky number 13 jersey for Maseko. The Pirates men are going to have to watch him. He's a lethal striker. Swallows captain Shakes Mishaba talking to Maseko, no doubt about that goal. And Patson Banda, he won't be happy at having conceded that goal, only the second one he's let through in the competition. Now, will Swallows, in the lead, turn on their attacking flair? Michaela. For Manini. Will Manini turn on a little bit of magic now? Finds Maseko. But Ramoso dispossesses. Ball runs loose to Karazinski. First time ball, a long one down the wing for Jomo Sono. There's the cross, and it's a good one from Sono. But the referee has already called that Sono is offside. Mr. Motsuani having a good game, firm but not too whistle-happy. And a free kick there against Jomo Sono. Oh, and that's a good deflection by Malabani to Maseko. A fine shot by Maseko. Well saved, though, by Patson Banda. That could so easily have been goal number 2. Banda just drops the ball at his feet, trying to calm the Pirates players, hoping that they will regain their composure. The veteran goalkeeper boots it across the halfway line. Mishaba brings it down to Maposho, back to Mishaba again. Not a classic game, but full of entertainment. Mishaba, a bad ball there. Runs loose, though, to Malabani. Malabani gets it away from Manini, who's all on his own. There's real danger here. And a magnificent save there by Banda. Pure reflex action from that bender by Manini. And he cannot follow it up to good advantage. Puts it over the top of the crossbar. Manini and Maseko really proving to be a problem to Pirates. Pirates who just can't seem to find their rhythm at the moment. Swallows again in possession. Under pressure there, though, and the ball played back to goalkeeper Kayenza. Another long kick there by Kayenza. And it's Tornado who's after it, only Kamani to beat. But Kamani goes in with a very good tackle, slides the ball across the goal line, corner conceded. Maseko takes the corner. Hurriedly cleared away, though, into touch by Karazinski. Tsetsedi, he must be a worried man. Shakes takes the throw-in. Dlamini heads it away from Maposho. Swallows turning on the pressure again. And oh, what a change of pace there by Maposho. And a last-ditch interception by Kamani for another corner to be conceded. Tornado takes the corner. Maseko at the far post, but he just can't reach up high enough to bring it down, and it goes wide. Mishaba, who heads Banda's kick clear, and Dlamini helps it into touch. Swallows still coming forward, turning on the pressure, and Pirates finding it difficult to counter. Ramoso with the throw-in. Karazinski, but he takes too long and he's dispossessed strongly there by Tornado. Mishaba now for Fenta, but Fenta can't control the pass. Cello with the throw-in, finds Tsetsedi. A neat little back heel by Dichaba. And oh, what a strong tackle that was by Mishaba. Maseko then, a long ball, finding Manini with lots of room to move. And Manini's little chip there for Tornado. But oh, what a scramble there is now in the goal mouth. And it breaks loose again to Manini, displaying all his skills. Just look at that. He's blowing bubbles at Tsetsedi. The arrogance of this man. Manini now lays it off for Michaela. Oh, but Michaela mishit that one, and it's well wide. But Swallows still very much in control of this match, and Pirates are going to have to shake up their ideas. Michaela now. And he finds Fenta with a good square ball. Lovely pass for Malabani. But Malabani brought down, heavily brought down by Tsetsedi, and a free kick must be given. Manini to take the free kick. Malabani appeals for obstruction, but the referee waves play on. Dangerous play there by Ramosa, and Mashaba takes his studs in his chest. Mashaba on the ground, looks as though he's in a lot of pain. First aid men come to his attention. Maseko and Manini discuss the free kick. And Banda is organizing the Pirates' defensive wall. Maseko to Tornado. Komani heads clear, but straight back to Tornado. And another great chance goes astray. Tornado, who's having difficulty in finding his feet on a pitch that's still a little heavy from all the rain that we've had. Now Mashaba. A clever little switch there. It opens up a big gap for him, and away he goes. Looking for assistance and showing his skills. Karazinski times his tackle perfectly, though. And no wonder Mashaba shows his annoyance. There was nobody there to help him. Fenter with a throw-in. To Tornado. Back Fenter. Good cross there, but Komani heads it away. And a wasted ball by Makera. Shakes Mashaba, still dominating everything in the Swallows' half, and one wonders, where is Jomo Sono? Pushing there by Tornado, and a free kick against him. Cello takes it. And Kayenza acrobatically punches clear. Center in possession, challenged by Dichaba. Center with another opportunity to clear, but again it's a woeful attempt. And then he eventually does get it away, but only as far as Ramosa. To Dichaba. They think of a 1-2. Komani with the interception. And it breaks loose for Dlamini. To Sono. Sono with space to move in, and how he revels in this situation, the troublemaker. Oh, and he's desperately cut down by Mashaba. The Pirates bench look concerned as Sono seems to need some sort of treatment, and concerned players gather round him. Referee Mr. Matsuani waves the first aid men away. Sono takes his time to recover. He could be a little bit on the tired side. Remember, he only arrived back from London 2 days ago after playing for an international Black 11 at Crystal Palace, and his fitness could be in doubt. Shakes edges forward again, only for the referee, Mr. Matsuani, to push him back. A dangerous dead ball situation with Sono to take the kick, and a great little chip for Koloani, and it's a goal! 1-1 is the score! Listen to those fans! Now we can hear the famous Pirate roar. Koloani had so much space in which to move, and he took the goal easily, but what a marvelous free kick by Jomo Sono. And I see no reason for Mulatto to blame Kayenza. He had no chance. The blame lies squarely on the defense. As the replay shows, the real culprit is Maseko, who didn't go with Kolohani and left him completely free. Well, we're all square again after 20 minutes. Can we expect another high-scoring game? Karazinski intelligently plays it back to Banda just to calm things down. Tsetsedi urging his players on. What a fine example this man has been today. Always moving, always talking. Mashaba again. And this time it's Komani who picks up the loose ball and tries to find Sono. But Mahlangu is close at hand and heads into touch. Kayenza shouts to his players to mark a man. Karazinski with the throw-in. Cleared by Mahlangu. And by Malabani. A beautiful ball by Komani for big boy Kolohani. He jinks, and on the overlap, Dlamini. Dlamini, who shakes off Maseko just on the edge of the box. He'll be looking for the head of Broad. But no, he hits the post, and it breaks loose to Ramosa. who squares it across the area for Sono. It's in the net. 2-1 to Pirates, and the crowd go wild. Cheeky Webster de Chaba throws the ball at a dejected Fenter. Swallows are stunned, but as the replay shows, you can't give a man of Sono's caliber 5 yards of freedom in front of goal without being punished. So in the space of 3 minutes, we've seen a complete reversal of fortunes, from the high-flying birds to the marauding pirates. Tornado now. He finds Maposho. Maposho has Manini alongside him. And a firm tackle from Kolohani, but it breaks loose to Tornado. He strides past Karazinski, and oh, that must be a penalty as he clearly pushes it away with his hand. Tornado appeals, the referee and linesman obviously unsighted, and Swallows having no luck at all. An infringement off the ball gives Swallows a free kick, and it'll be interesting to see whether they can use this dead ball situation to the same advantage as Sono. Referee Matsuani pushes the Pirates' defensive wall back the required 10 yards, much to the annoyance of Dichaba, Kolohani, and Cello. Manini dummies Maposho through Dichaba's legs, and Malavani is just wide. But the referee has ruled that the ball came off Tlamini, and this will be Swallows' 10th corner of the game. Satedi organizing his defense. And Manini with the kick. But it's well taken by Patson Banda. This veteran knows all about big match atmosphere, and once again he's calming his side. He throws it out to Dlamini. Dlamini, a long ball for Kolohani. Back to Ramosa. To Komani. Komani does well to evade the tackle. Satsedi now, as Pirates really beginning to turn it on. Satsedi, a long ball down the line, but it's intercepted by Malotto. Goes to Cello. Cello with the cross, and unmarked is Kolohani. He's got lots of tiny volleys, and it's wide. There he really should have made it. 3-1 to Pirates. Malotto with the goal kick for Swallows. Dichaba for Broad. To Karazinski. Out to Dlamini. Dlamini with a cross. Flicked on by Broad. But Phil Fenter is there to tidy things up and turn it back to goalkeeper Cayenza. So Swallows seem to have regained their composure as the game swings from end to end. Fenter. To Tornado. And oh, that must be a foul by Sassedi. Terras telling his men to calm down. Free kick there by Maposho. And a chance here from the deflection for Maseko. But a corner it is. Maseko takes it. Banda misses the cross. An awful scramble. Chances for Maposho and Marabani. And a lucky save by Banda. Could he be saying, you look after the goals and I look after stopping them? Banda's clearance finds the head of Broad. And Mashaba puts it firmly into touch. Karazinski to Kolohani. Back to Karazinski. And oh, that's a nasty collision as Maseko tries a bicycle kick straight into Karazinski's face. Karazinski flat on his back. Maseko tries to revive him. And it's a worried Ivan Koza of Pirates who sees his captain taken from the field with blood streaming from his nose. Sono again lines up the kick, and Swallows must be having anxious moments with this man only 20 yards out. But oh, the kick is harmless this time, and Cayenza gratefully accepts it. A long, long clearance again. Tornado and Sateri fight it out. Sateri to Dichaba. And a rough tackle there by Malabani. He's lucky if he doesn't get booked for that one. Cello takes the free kick and finds Sono all on his own again. Well tackled though by Mahwangu. To Maposho. And a lovely ball for Manini. Oh, and that must be a penalty. Romosa, the guilty man there. Yes, both the linesman and referee are emphatic, and Pirates don't even bother to protest. Manini seems to have injured that ankle that sidelined him for 3 weeks. The referee signals for first aid assistance. Then he checks his watch. There can only be seconds remaining in this half. Back onto the field comes Captain Karazinski, looking somewhat worse for wear. Kamani is going to need more than prayer to influence Maseko, as he rarely misses from the spot. Oh, and he has missed it. A great save by Banda. But no, the linesman is flagging. Something's wrong. Broad embraces Banda, but referee Motuani waves the players away from him. He consults with the linesman. It's got to be retaken. Banda must have moved, and the referee is adamant. Well, for excitement and drama, we can't expect much more in a cup final. Banda just cannot accept the decision. He insists he did not move until the kick was taken. And no matter how hard Sateri tries to convince him otherwise, Banda refuses. Yet as the replay shows, Banda definitely moved beforehand. But Banda hasn't given up the fight yet, much to the amazement of Sono. Karazinski comes across and tells him he must abide by the referee's decision, and he silently makes his way back to goal. The tension is at fever pitch as Big Daddy nearly chokes on his cigarette. Sheikh Mashaba can't bear to look, but Maseko makes no mistake this time. 2-2, and what a perfect time to equalize. Swallows players commiserate with Banda, and as the replay shows, Maseko took it well and realizes his pre-final prediction to notch 2 goals. Poor Banda, he's suffered the extremes of jubilation and despair all in a matter of seconds, right on half-time. Into the second half, and with the score at 2-2, we can expect some real fireworks, as both these sides will be going all out for the important third goal. Swallows, I believe, generally had the upper hand in the first half, but cannot afford the lapses that gave Sono so much room. If they do, they can expect trouble. A long ball by Malotto nearly finds the loping Tornado, but Banda is quick off the mark. He doesn't seem to be affected by the drama of that retaken penalty. Ramoso now to Dlamini, and Maposho into touch. Ramoso with a throw-in for Karazinski. Manini intercepts. And he goes down the line, taking 3 players with him. Dlamini intercepts. But his pass is picked up by Michaela. Michaela in turn dispossessed by Jomo Sono. Sono's pass is beautifully timed to Dichaba on the right. He flicks it past Malotto. Benter's desperate tackle just stops Dichaba. But oh, he's blatantly pulled him down in the box. Broad points to the spot, but the referee has made his mind up long before, as the linesman's flag was raised immediately. Poor Fenter, but it was a crude and unnecessary tackle, and he deserves the consequences. Sono places the ball on the spot and seems without nerves, which is in sharp contrast to the pensive Ivan Koza. Big Daddy watches silently and hopefully. But Sono takes the kick brilliantly, giving Kayenza no chance. 3-2 to Pirates, and that brings Sono's personal tally to 12 for the competition. The replay only emphasizes how well the kick was taken. So can Swallows come back yet again? Michaela sends down a long ball, but brilliantly intercepted by Tsetsedi with Malabani in contention. Tsetsedi has played like a man inspired, cutting out everything, and always in the right place at the right time. Banda taking his time. Maporsho volleys his kick straight back for Tornado to give chase. Banda clears, but only as far as Manini. Manini tackled by Dichaba, who loses his boot in the process. Broad to Karazinski. For Sono, who's running down the line, but Sheikh Mishaba is right on his tail, and this time he seems to get the better of the duel. Karazinski's throw is punched away by Kayenza. Maporsho clears to Manini. To Tornado. To Maseko. This is lovely football by Swallows. Malabani through, but Manini is offside, much to the annoyance of the Swallows fans. Ramoso plays back to Banda. Tsetsedi to Kamani. He finds Broad, who lays it off to Dichaba. Karazinski now. And a good break there by Broad, but well taken by Kayenza. Although he's conceded 3 goals, Kayenza has generally had a good game. Tsetsedi to Dlamini. Karazinski. And that's a late tackle by Maporsho, but referee Matsuani waves play on. Dichaba for Sono. And he's turning on the magic as he wriggles past the Swallows' defense. Dichaba. The cross, but Broad's header is harmlessly wide. Broad has been well shackled by the Swallows' defense and has had a bit of a frustrating afternoon. Ramosa to Dichaba. A neat back flick to Cello, whose long ball finds Broad. To Sono. And a good dummy could spell trouble here for Swallows. But unfortunately, he doesn't quite connect, and Kayenza gathers safely. Still 3-2 to Pirates, but anybody's game. Manini pulled 3 players with him. But a foul by Oscar Jaws Dlamini stops him. Swallows fans have been waiting patiently for Ace to sparkle this half. Manini to Fenta. His cross finds Maporsha, and Banda saves the day again for Pirates. Still not clear though. Dichaba and Fenta bundles him into touch. There was definitely an air of desperation in that tackle, but Dichaba does not retaliate and merely smiles at Fenta. There have been very few deliberate fouls, in fact, in this game. It's generally been clean. Shakes finds Manini with space to move in, but what a wretched pass. Manini seems to be lacking concentration. Dichaba to Koloahani, to Cello, who switches the ball to Dlamini on the left. Karazinski. Back to Dlamini. And the cross is punched clear by Kayenza. Maporsho pulls the ball away from Cello and now has the Pirates' defense on the hop as they've all been caught up in the Swallows' half. It could well be dangerous. He finds Malabani on the right, and a good first-time ball finds Manini, but he's pushed away by Kamani. Still keeps possession, but the referee does not play the advantage as Manini slots the ball past Banda. Poor Swallows seem to have run out of luck. A disappointed Manini finds the decision hard to accept. A perfectly good goal which could turn out to be a decisive factor. Maposho takes the kick, but it eludes everyone. Maposho again. But he loses the ball to Ramosa, to Dichaba, to Koloani, back to Dichaba, but a dramatic flying save by Kayenza stops Dichaba. Even the Pirates fans appreciate such acrobatics. Michaela's cross is blocked by Kamani, but the ball runs dangerously to Manini, and oh, he's fumbled at the vital moment. It still finds Tornado, but the ball is just too far ahead and he cannot get any force behind it as Banda saves. Maposho drives against Seller. The rebound still bobs around in the area. Karazinski. Maposho, but Sateri heads off the line again, and Kolohani takes the ball away thankfully, and Fenter into touch. The Swallows bench must be despairing whether they will ever notch the equalizer. Their forwards are just wasting chance after chance. Kolohani opens up the Swallows' defense to Sono. A great return, and Kolohani is through with only Banda to beat. But oh, he balloons the ball way over the bar. That's the second golden opportunity he's missed. Maposho finds Maseko. To Manini, a good 1-2, and Maseko loves the situation, but again Tsetseri is there to block the drive. Tornado takes the rebound. Finds Malabani. His cross is cleared by Komani. Time is fast running out for Swallows, and there will be very little injury time, if any. Maposho to Michaela. Back to Maposho. And Karazinski pulls him down. Maposho threatens to retaliate, but his bench quietens him down. Manini. To Maseko. A bad ball, but Maposho picks it up. His dangerous cross is punched away by Banda, who continues to give chase out of his goal area and plays a long ball to Dichaba. He's challenged by substitute Jimmy Music Man Mahlangu. Tornado steams in and finds Fenter. Mahlangu again. Leaves it to Manini. To Maposho. To Malabani. And it's Kamani into touch. Aista Kamani, too, has been a commanding figure in Pirates' backline. Mahlangu. But Ramosa blocks his cross. Ramosa finds Dichaba. He plays games with Tornado. Still manages to lay off to Ramosa. Maposho. Malabani. And Dlamini away. Michaela. To Manini. He decides to entertain the crowd with his ball juggling and takes on Sono, rather like master and pupil, you could say. But this time the Black Prince comes out on top. Karazinski. Back to Sono. But he's well tackled by Michaela. This game has developed into a dour midfield struggle as both sides begin to tire, and there's still only one goal in it. Banda's poor kick finds Maseko. To Manini, who can't quite control it, and Dlamini clears. Ramosa on his own. Substitute Makari. Dlamini. Dichaba, but he's offside. Mahlangu hastily sets up the free kick as he realizes how little time there's left. Cello clears to Broad. To Sono. But it's an obviously very tired Sono whose pass slices to the feet of Mahlangu. Maposho, challenged by Makari. And what a dangerous cross as Cello thankfully turns it away for a corner. Maseko takes the corner. Tornado. And beautifully punched away by the dominating figure of Banda. Dichaba. To Ramosa. To Makari. His cross beats everyone. Sono jockeys Michaela and regains the ball. Good pass to Ramosa and a first-timer that screams just over the bar. Big Daddy can be thankful that that was not number 4 for Pirates. Now it's Menini. Finds music man Mahlangu. And his snapshot nearly surprises everyone as it just sneaks over the bar. There's little time left now, and Pirates fans must be feeling very confident that the cup is well and truly on its way to the Pirates boardroom shelf, their first major trophy in 3 years. But Sono is still determined to show off his magic in the dying seconds. Dlamini jumps over Maposho's wild tackle. To Ramosa. To Sono. And it's all over. The cup goes to the Buccaneers, and this man Sono must surely take a large slice of the credit. He scored 2 and was the architect of the 3rd. The fans idolize him, and there's no denying his superstar status. The fans pour onto the field, and players from both teams shake hands with one another after what was certainly an exciting game, with the results in doubt right up to the final whistle. The Pirates' banner flies proudly as Captain Karazinski takes the trophy on a lap of honor. A disconsolate Big Daddy watches forlornly. His bread and butter man failed to appear, and he can only reflect on what might have been. But his sympathy is with his players, as he knows they've played their hearts out, and he consoles Captain Sheikh Mashaba personally. They look on sadly as the victorious team continues their lap of honor. Jubilant fans clamoring to make contact with their rivals as they parade the coveted Mainstay Cup for all to see.
Sheikh, you must be a disappointed man.
Very much. Very much. I am really disappointed. Most of it, we did all our best in the whole thing. But it's always the case. There must be a winner and a loser.
And the game goes to plan.
We gave them a bit too much room earlier on. But in the second half, we tightened up and things were going just as we planned at half time. First half, was even. Second half, we knew we could beat them.
I think overall I'm happy with my performance. What I would like to say thanks to the players because they did it for me. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have scored a 2 goals. So the whole team deserves a pat on the back.
So now I hope that people are feeling good. The supporters, everything is for them.
I feel particularly proud that after 3 years of being hungry, we have at long last broken off the famine. We're back into big business again. This hasn't been an individual effort. I want to thank the players, thank the officials. It wasn't quite easy leading on this tough battle. But typical like the sea robbers are, the deeper they go down into the sea, so do they emerge very, very dangerous.
The Pirates fans have waited long and hard for this occasion. With so many people crammed into the stadium, their conduct has been tremendous for not only local fans, but overseas as well. As they sing their songs of praise, tonight belongs to Orlando, and the players can expect a royal reception from these loyal and vocal supporters. Mainstay Cup 1980 has certainly been a showpiece and seen South African soccer truly come of age.